Hey, what is up, Mutant Metal Maniacs? Today I figured I would show off like 20, 25 of my CGC books and where they came from. I like calling this the comic book flip, which didn't have such a reflection of me, but let's just try this one. This one is Master of Kung Fu 117. This is the first comic book I ever read. This is not the same exact copy, but I went out and found it because I figured I would like to have it for my collection, and just because I remember my cousin Ramsey giving it to me for me to read, and I was hooked. Always try and find your first comic book, the one that you remember the most. The Hands of Shang-Chi definitely was it. So I'm kind of excited that there's a film coming out too, because this was like a gateway drug to how awesome comic books were. Next up is a random pickup. Suicide Squad #1. It was like $40, so I grabbed it. I liked the movie, and I liked Secret Six by Gail Simone, so I got into Suicide Squad. But this one's pretty good. Like when you read all these old issues, you're like, then you realize Suicide Squad, the movie, was pretty damn accurate of being terrible. This is the first graded comic I ever picked up. This one is Incredible Hulk 340, a Todd McFarlane cover. That's like legendary of Wolverine versus the Hulk, and he's in the rings. I might overpaid for it, but everybody was like, "Oh, it's still cool. It's your first book you ever picked up like this." All right. Here's one I picked up recently. This tanked really badly after the TV show. What the hell? Jessica Jones was like not a hit, which was pretty decent show, but like, so I just picked it up for very cheap. Like, I love the comic book series. I read them all. Brian Michael Bendis wrote a great story. So this is her first appearance, and it's a 9.6. It's pretty cool. Here's a book I'm waiting for the trade for, which I got to pick up once this quarantine's up. I got this at the local comic store, Royal Collectibles. They had a signing. Oh, in Queens. They had a signing for with the artist, and was it it's the artist who did the cover and the art, and I guess the inker, because like he's not even labeled on the cover. Like on the label over here would be like where he is. So this is like my first signed comic, which I was very happy to pick up, and I like the story. This young man, he joined his family's tradition of being in a school of like wizards, but it's starting to like it develops over time. Like they're bodyguarding all the wizards are African American, and all the people they bodyguard are wealthy white people. So I can't wait to see how that plays out. This is like the goat of all G.I. Joe comic books. This is G.I. Joe 21, the silent issue. I was a little bit pissed off after I bought this and sent it out because Larry Hama showed up to the comic shop a week later, and I could have had it signed and had the gold label, but it happens. It's all right. I'm more mad at myself for like not paying attention. Detective Comics 648. This is not a major issue, but I figure people would like to see it. It's the first appearance of Spoiler, and she becomes Robin, and she's also one of the Robins who die in War Games. Don't want to ruin it for anybody, but hopefully that comes up in the series later on. Here's a book that I wanted to pick up. I became friends with the artist through my roommate, Vanessa Del Rey, and like I liked the cover, and I got it signed at a Royal during one of her signings, and they sent it out for me to be graded. This one's pretty cool. This is the first appearance of Renee Montoya. She was in the last Birds of Prey film, so like I'm a big fan of her from being in Gotham Central, which is a great comic book. I didn't even know what issue was her first appearance, but I was happy to grab it. And it's funny, if you look in the Wanted ad, it says the artist and the writer Alan Grant and the artist Norm Rayfogle. Redlands #1, which is a book by Vanessa Del Rey. She signed. This was a comic book store exclusive, one per store. I grabbed one from Anyone Comics in Crown Heights, Brooklyn. They gave it to me for a great price, and then I had her sign it, and they sent it out. Omega Man 3, the first Lobo, which was pretty cool. I bought this off like a weird private collection of some kid was selling. He wouldn't sell me the whole set. I pulled out all the hit books that he could have sold for separately, and I bought a couple. I bought Omega Man 3. I bought like the first Deathstroke, which will be in the second video, and but he sold the whole collection for what Venom's first appearance cost for, so he's kind of a fool. And this is one of the first books I liked picking up the old artwork. It was Spider-Man 100. My goal is to collect like 150, 150. #1, if I could ever afford it, which I doubt it. but it's cool to have. Like I have 100, 200. In the second video will be Spider-Man 50 and like some of my other grails there. Sorry for all the movement. Wasn't really prepared for this. Amazing Spider-Man number 500, 9.6 graded. Spider-Man 800. I should have had this a little bit of an order, but like I still need to finish the like 600, 700 to be in here. I love getting the annual books. Oh, here's number 200, 9.0. I got this graded. I have a reader's copy. I still read it and like flipping through. It does the origin story again. And the last book I'm going to show in the set is one of my favorites, is Amazing Spider-Man 400, which is like a tombstone cover of Here Lies Aunt May. It's supposed to be her death. That's why it's in quotes, because they always bring her back. But, yeah, this is it. This is a quick rundown of this one. The second video will be up later when I get a chance to. It's in storage, all those books, because they're like more grails. But, you know, get what you want. Enjoy what you want in comic books. Enjoy them. Don't buy stuff to resell unless you're a really big reseller, but don't be one of those guys who thinks I'm going to put my kid through college with the stuff. Just enjoy it. All right, folks. Talk to you soon. Billy from Mutant Maniacs.